We didn't talk about the mistake the pharmacy industry made. They created a drug that actually has a good benefit.
Yeah.
Like nobody understands how difficult it is to change behavior outside of a practitioner.
Yeah.
Asking Kyle to go exercise, like he mentioned, or to change his diet or to get more rest are behavior modifications. The
Hmm.
most difficult thing to change is behavior. Now they created a drug that's, the GLP-1 drugs change behavior.
I
They,
think that's very important. I think it's a great tool to teach people how to get in the correct behavior, right? Like the behavior is the hardest thing to change. So I think it's a great tool to have in the toolbox here.
but it's amazing that they now, for everybody listening, it's already changed behavior. When you watch the money, which is all you need
Hmm.
to understand, the money has moved out of Wall Street from fast food and dialysis because
Yeah.
you're going to have less people have diabetes. You're going to have less people get kidney failure. You're going to have less people need dialysis and less people need kidney transplants.
But even the heart disease, there was just a paper that came out showing that it reduces the incidence of heart disease. There's one that shows that it decreases the incidence of dementia and other things. And this is basically going to highlight that our diet and lifestyle choices drives all these issues.
Right. You're reducing inflammation by
That's
stopping
it.
people from eating, so they're fasting.
Yeah, they're fasting, which is upregulating housekeeping genes like sirtuins and foxos and all these other things that then help repair DNA, improve the efficiency of your metabolism and your gene expression, reverse DNA methylation, improves proofreading, and the epigenetics. So that we didn't even cover epigenetics, but my previous with longevity, epigenetics is what we do every day that drives our gene expression and how we age and how we get diseases. These GLP-1 drugs are directly impacting your epigenetic drift and hopefully steering it back so that your body becomes more efficient. Now, there may be some downfalls, right? The gut microbiome is a great example. Now maybe you're not having as much prebiotics, right? Maybe it's not as frequent. So maybe gut care is going to have to be companion with these type of products, right? Because you don't know what's going on in the gut. We're hoping that it's
Right.
shifting correctly, but it may be such a shock that it causes issues, right? We don't know yet.
Yeah, there's so much delayed gastric emptying, and you never know who's got really poor function to begin with. And when I
Yeah.
say function, I mean how you empty your stomach. So obviously, before these drugs existed, there were problems with people who had delayed gastric emptying or emptying of
Yeah.
the stomach. This definitely promotes delayed gastric
Yeah.
emptying. So it's
And
change.
acid
Yeah.
and a lot of acid. So you have heartburn or GERDs. Now you have these other things that are being exacerbated because your body's trying, it thinks it ate, right? So it's trying to produce as much stomach acid as possible. Now you get leakage
Right.
that can cause, heartburn.
To me, it's an interesting, very interesting phenomenon that I think it's one of those things where it's a super beneficial side effect, the
Yeah.
behavior modification. I don't really feel like they knew that was oh, this is going to happen. Like, if you knew that, I don't think this comes to market.
No, in drug development, so previously I worked to develop a diabetic foot ulcer drug.